Welcome into another wonderful video. Um, Today we're under the water. We are kind of going over the mechanics of the underwater stuff. I really kind of enjoy it. So you notice you're underwater, you'll have a blue bar next to your character. That is your swimming stamina. Then these goldfish groups here, you set them there, and they'll help replenish your stamina. You have no attacks. Did you notice? But that I was being attacked and I couldn't do anything back. But if you find these, like, they're like ghost-looking fish, you can pick up an ability. In this case, the stingray, its ability is this ability to cut. Sounds like a cutting motion in front of you. If you do attack enemies, you do also get items from them. So, you know, same concept as being on land. So you got, you know, that cut ability there. We're gonna swim over this way a little bit. I'm choosing an area I haven't actually explored in. The first thing you notice is that you have an up and down. So you can swim up, you can swim down. I'm using controllers, so I can't tell you what the mouse and keyboards are. But on controller, the way I have it set up, my B is down, my A is up. So we'll just, you know, and swim around. You can do a continuous hold of stamina, like just like you would on land, or you can do burst utilization. So the stingray ability, since it's a cut, you will find chests and things that where it gets used. You'll find them with like this seaweed like appearance around them. We'll target it. Hopefully we'll cut through both sides. Nope, it's just one side and another side. Depending on what the challenge is, will depend on how you use your ability. Usually it's going to be something where I found with the cut, it's, you know, you're targeting it so that you can get, you know, through both at the same time. And so that kind of, you know, so you got to try and figure out how to utilize your ability. And you got to be straight on with this. There we go. And so, yeah, you kind of got to move around a little bit, up, down, move yourself up and down. And, you know, based off that, you will find out exactly where you need it. Your reset and pneumo blocks operate the same. Actually, I figured that you have to use like left trigger. My left trigger I've had to use to activate it. You will impact, you know, come across many different enemies. as you're down here. There are different things to help. A lot of times you'll get the water barrels that can provide a little extra damage that you may need. Depending on the enemy. Okay, so now we need to find the other block again. You may have to hit it once or twice, depending on how you're doing it and everything else. So, once again, we can use the exploding barrels to assist in our attack. Same as if you were, on land. A lot of the mechanics are similar as if you were on land. So the pneumosia is, unbalanced again. So I mean, your puzzles and everything else underwater, they don't. I mean, they're gonna change a little bit based upon how to solve them. But underwater, most characters, they have standard, pneumosia information. So, and that's the manta ray. I've only found 3 abilities, so I don't know if there are others. So far, I don't know if there's like a 4th or 5th, how many there actually are. I've only found the 3. So so you got the manta ray there, and then this next one, this is the crab. Crab is 2-fold type attack. He has an attack and a shield. And his shield will absorb. Let's see if we can get this guy to attack this. So we can, when it's up, we can have it up and we can absorb attacks. Like that. And then in which you can, the shield itself will absorb the attack, whatever it was, and you can redirect that back, so making your attack much stronger. And there's these currents. Currents I found it a little tough. Once you hit a current, it pushes you. So you gotta kind of move yourself up and down accordingly. That was using I think the current's using inverted attack pattern, inverted flight. So if you're used to flight controls on a, in a flight simulator or whatnot, your up is down and your down is up. So as you can see, our crab, and you'll find them. Will show if you look on your mini map. You see, I think they might show on the regular map as well. If we zoom in enough. Nope, they don't. Okay, so on your mini map, you can actually look up onto your mini map and you can see it'll show a fish icon on the mini map where you can pick up your ability. Usually the ability you need for whatever puzzle you're solving will be nearby. Waypoints work the exact same. You gotta kind of get close sometimes to them. You change your position. So we go onto the map. You have your Tavant main level, and then we have the underwater level where we can, on the controller, it's utilize our right stick. So he does a spin attack into us, and then we can then acquire you know, that, and use it and throw it back at him. I mean, the enemies, it, you know, everything works a lot similar to what you would experience on land. You're just underwater for one. Haven't seen a way to like increase your so here's a waypoint. Waypoint sits there. You gotta kind of get close, and it just says teleport waypoint. No standard, you know, the same as if you were on land. You're just gonna treat stuff the same. Solving your puzzles are the same. So like this one. One of the tricks behind this, though, is level. How high up are you at the time you need to solve your puzzle? You know, switching characters works exactly the same. Let's see if we can find our third aquatic creature. You know, I mean, your puzzles, that treat them the same as you would on land. You're gonna have to, you know, kind of work your environment to figure it out. You know, and then you do find rooms as well. There's these kind of puzzles here. These are kind of fun. Oh, there it is. This guy over here. We're gonna go over here to the seal. And I really like the seal. I like the appearance of him. But so with him, you pick him up, and he is a sonar ability. So we hit that, and it turns on this current here. I mean, current acts the same as if, you know, these ones act the same as if you're on land. Did take away my ability, so, you know, to have to go back. I'd have to re-find a fish in order to fight with him. We go here, grab him again. The seals act like they do on land, as, you know, in the water. So don't expect them to be different. You do have your gathering nodes, which you have aquatic specific, and then you have land specific nodes. So, you know, make sure that you're aware if you're gathering aquatic or land specific. Sometimes you'll come across these puzzles here. These rooms here, they have a red door. What you have to do in them is you'll have to see if we can use our sonar on the enemy here. You'll just have to figure out what the you know, what the puzzle requirements are to unlock them. They'll have different things inside them. This puzzle here, this is another one that you'll come across quite a bit, are the balls. For them, the best way to solve these current items with the currents is you come over here, and you can activate your crab ability. And what that'll do is this guy's attacking us, so he's messing it up, but he's messing with our mojo. But so you can get in front of our the current with your little shield thing. And what that'll do is that'll make it so that you block You can block the currents. We go here. These you have to get in the rings. So if you don't have the shield up, you'll get sucked by the current as well. Usually there's a... Oh, there's... That's where the second one is. So we have to come down here with our crab ability. Breakable rocks have, you know, just like cracked lines in them. So then you get this guy in here. And we have solved the first of these puzzles for this. This guy's got another one. I don't know if it's this over here or... like I said, you just solve your puzzles. That's his puzzle there. Both of those are now available to us. You know, interact. All this stuff works the same. Once you create a blue shield, you can now enter in. This is a air pocket, basically.
Cry out my illustrious name.
So everything in here, as you notice, you're no longer swimming. Everything in here operates the exact same as if you were on sand. On land, not sand. One thing here, you know, you got these music players. So you can put music on them. The music discs in your inventory. As far as I'm aware, I don't know how. Not very good with the music disc stuff. I haven't like figured that out in general, but sometimes you can put. I found some of the, you know, it plays music, and I found that you can put, you know, that they have the spin crystals. Where's the spin crystals at? These, sometimes you'll find those on top of those. So, and then if you just walk out it, you're right back in doing your standard underwater. That's pretty much the breakdown of like how the underwater works. Some of the other things to the underwater are you'll find underwater. The underwater will actually open up other areas to you, so you can swim underwater. If you've done the main story, you know you got to swim down to get to the one location, but you know you really want to do some exploration as well in here. There's several waypoints in the water. If it is on your level, as you notice, this waypoint has the level icon that we're used to, that we've seen, but it's blue, indicating that it lines up to the level of on the map that we're at. Now it's black, which is normal, which means it's above or below. We do have this domain right here. That's here. Another one, and I'll teleport to this one. I already solved how. So this is one of the new bosses, but to get to this, you actually have to swim your way here. Let's see if I can find my way back out. So you're gonna come, you know, you come. I believe there was a puzzle. For this spot, don't quote me, I'm not sure because I do have it open. I mean, there is a lovable crab right here. So there's most likely I had to break something to get in there. Our crab friend. So sometimes you have to unblock them to get into them. You won't all. I mean, and not all. You know, not just oceans are accessible to the swimming. Underwater exploration. One of the side quests have you come down to this lake here, and you actually unlock a location based off of it. So I'm just gonna grab these real quick while I'm here, otherwise I'll forget them. So as you can see right up here, I'm still using my yellow bar, but my bar went blue. Now I'm gonna dive down, so it's blue. You know, I can indicate I can dive in here. I already solved this one, so I've already gone down it. As you can see, I can go down. There's my healing friends, the goldfish. Oh, there they are again. And so there was a puzzle down here that you had to solve. I already solved it because I did the first part of this quest. But then you come out. So now you're out into another area of the map. You know, we were able to unlock a new area. And this is a very warm place, apparently. The name of this place is a very warm place. These you'll find out later, you know, what these are for and stuff. But, you know, it unlocked, you can get into this new area now, of the map, which is this right here, because you swam down through here. The Mercia village is down here, so, you know, that's part of that lake. So don't just, like, take one spot for granted and think, oh, just right here is a location. You'll also be able to, from land, from certain lakes and stuff, also be able to use the swimming ability, and you can unlock new areas based off of that. I have found that in, like, Poisson. If you go to Poisson, let's go to Poisson. In Poisson, there's the water area. This is another area where I did find, right here. So we're gonna plop down in here, and we're gonna go down, and, you know, here's another underwater area to explore in Poisson. We're gonna enter this. It's just gonna launch us. The same as any of these styles would work. So this is the Poisson underwater area. You know, we got our underwater creatures still here, you know. So it didn't, like, you know, our gather items and stuff still work the same here. I did find that gathering mining materials was a little bit easier underwater than it was on land, depending on which character you're using. I mean, I'm sure if you're using Zhongli to, you know, to mine, where you just, you know, or you using a burst ability to do your mining, then you'll find it easier. Of course, but I mean, so these circles are speed boosts, the same as if you're floating and you had the wind boosts. That's what these are. They work the same. That works exactly the same. So, I mean, this definitely does add a new level to exploration in Fontaine. So if you were looking at the map, it looks like we just came out in the ocean. So now, Poisson has an underwater trench that takes you out to the ocean. I did not realize that. But yeah, so that's kind of like how the underwater stuff works. I really enjoy it. It does add more to this area when you start to think about it, because if we zoom out, I mean, this is pretty much the Fontaine area, and a lot of people are saying, oh wow, it's so small. But when you actually go into the other areas, you can see that there's more to the maps. Here's another area. So there's a whole lot more than just what we're used to with this underground area. Does add more to the game. You got a lot more exploration areas for yourself to work your way through, and it's definitely something to keep, it's exploring, figuring out the best. How much do you enjoy this? Is this something that you like that they did? Is this something that you didn't? This was a crab location, so I have no clue where I'm going. Oh, this was and the fun thing about this spot that I just came up into, is this originally was not underwater. This you actually had to solve a puzzle for. I'm not going to tell you what the puzzle's for. I'm not going to, go to the end of this, but... And there's this lovely little guy back here that you have to fight once you figure out everything. He's fun. He's a good little... He's not like a really world boss, I would say. He has two main attacks that he hits you with, so... He has the pufferfish. Then he has his spin attack. That he'll come at you with. So like I said, with the crab, you grab it, hold your first button, and then you want to use that to acquire energy to then attack your, whatever you're working on, whichever the enemy is. And I mean, it's a lot of little fun things like this in Fontaine. Oh no, time of day. So I mean, you got an underwater shield like he has. enemies down. So, you know, like I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna go to the end of this just because it works into a, another world map piece that I don't want to, you know, spoil for anyone. But yeah, so I mean, you've got bosses down here. You've got enemies that want to attack you, some that don't want to attack you. Friendly, so I mean, everything works the same as if you were on land. It's just that you're kind of going up and down more. You know, you gotta control yourself by going up and down. Um, you got to, you gotta collect your ability that you need. I found the 3. If there are more than 3, let me know. Or I, may eventually come across the others as well. I think there's only 3 because I've only come across 3 different puzzles so far. So, but it's just another interesting thing added into the 4.0 patch. I did. I haven't tested it myself, but I do know some of the other places I hang out in the Genshin community. They did try to go to other places. How did we miss that one? But they did try to go to other parts of Tavant and see if it worked. But, you are bound by your blue bar. So for underwater exploration, ensure that you have a blue bar because it's not everywhere. Currently, it's only in Fontaine. And then, yeah, but keep enjoying your Genshin. Keep enjoying the Genshin experience. Target water barrels. And keep enjoying your experience. There's some cool things. I mean, just to look at the scenery and stuff they did, like here's, I think it's a boat. You have wrecked boats and stuff down here too, so really adds to the experience. That you are in an underwater location. And yeah, I mean, it does look like an ocean, honestly. Like you've got school of fish running around, seaweed. But yeah, keep enjoying your experience here in Tavant and the world of Genshin. If you haven't started, it is free to play. You can do it free to play, 100% free to play. You can say that, I've done the free to play. Wow, that's like cool looking. Stop to look at that picture. Where was that? What's right there? That's so cool. It's like a dragon's mouth or something like that. But enjoy your time. Oh, here's a mining location. Here's the underwater mining stuff. Minerals. Like I said, it's a single hit. Not even Claymore characters can do that on a lot of their... There's even some... nope, that is not... See, there's even a Selly down here. We definitely want to And you can, depending on what it is, you can target kind of in between stuff. I found this when I was mining. But so like I was saying, it is free to play. I'll drop my pin here. Did it drop my pin? Nope. Oh, it did. Okay. So yeah, and your pins show up the same. I've been pretty much free to play. This is the first time I've actually purchased the battle pass. So, and I have a lot of characters and stuff. So, you know, come join us in the world of Genshin. If it's something that intrigues you. I mean, it's not for everyone, I do have to say, but you will have to work your way up to Tavant through some of the story and stuff to get yourself here into Fontaine. You know, this is 4.0, so you know there's four other areas before this, so that's a current. Um, so do keep that in mind. There were 3 other areas before this, 4 other areas that you will, you know, progress through. So, I mean, you look at the map. You start at Mondstadt, Liyue, Inazuma, Sumeru, and then you have Fontaine here. So, take your time, enjoy it. You know, the only thing that doesn't like, I can say that doesn't like sit there for very long is the special banners, but everything else is pretty much there for a while. Free characters, stuff like that, you'll be able to get easily, and but yeah, that's the underwater. That's, I think it's really cool and an exciting area. Exciting feature, let's call it a feature. Two that was added here in Fontaine, and I mean, they've done some really cool and exciting things here, which you know, as I'm exploring more and more, I'm really starting. I really enjoy it a lot. So, yep. Thanks for joining.